Hey everybody, my name is Bailey, and today we're going to be talking about how to transfer a patient from a bed to a wheelchair, or any chair for that matter, and how to help them walk with a walker and also a cane. So we're going to watch a little video demonstrating these skills. Again, a huge shout out to Gabby from Syracuse High School and Mrs. Porter, the CNA instructor who's filming.
Sorry. Hi Bailey, my name is Gabby. I'm your CNA today, and today we're just going to help you get you a walker. Okay, so first we're just going to move you to the edge of the bed. 1, 2, 3. Just going to put your socks on.
This leg.
One hand right here. And we're going to lift you up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to have you walk into the wheelchair. Put your strong hand on the wheelchair. Face down. We're just going to move you back. 1, 2, 3. There's your collar in the water. Run it up and open.
Thank you.
Okay, now grab the cane and walk her back. So her right side is weak. So she'll hold, put the gate belt back on.
In the left hand,
You'll
right?
hold it in the left hand and you'll stand on her right side. What's that? No, don't worry about that. Just leave,
Now we're going to transfer you back to your bed.
yeah.
1, 2, 3. Here's your collar and your water. Have a good one. Thank you.
Alright, there were a lot of really good things in that video. A couple of things. We had a hospital bed, obviously, so we were able to lift the head of the bed up, and that makes it easier for the patient to sit up and pivot to one side of the bed. If you don't have a hospital bed, it can be a little bit harder. You're going to have to help them sit up and then turn them, so it's kind of an extra step. But if you have a hospital bed, that's great. If not, it's just an extra step that you'll have to do to help them sit up. Let's see, a couple things. You always want to make sure that they have non-slip socks or shoes on. You don't want them to fall. It's gonna be bad for you or bad for them, and it could hurt you also, just depending on the situation. So we want to do everything that we can to keep our loved ones from falling. So non-slip socks and shoes are the way to go. The next thing that I want to talk about is that was really good in the video was she told me where to put my hands on the wheelchair and on the walker. So that helps because sometimes when you're helping a patient or a family member stand up, they want to grab onto you, and that's not the safest thing to do because it's putting more pressure on you, on your back, and you don't want them to like pull you over. Then you both fall, and it's just not a good situation. So telling them where to put their hands is gonna help a lot. Whether that's just, I don't know, on your side if you don't have anything to grab on, or onto the handle of a walker or a wheelchair, or just pushing up from the bed. That's a great way too. So another thing that you'll notice in the video is we used a gait belt. So that's really helpful because without a gait belt, you're pretty much having to I don't know, either grab the waistband of their pants to try and pull them up, or give them a tight hug and try and lift them up, and that can be harder on yourself and less comfortable for the patient also. So gait belts are a great thing to use. You want to put it around the patient, make sure that you can fit a couple fingers underneath it. You don't want it extremely tight because that's not good either, but you can use that gait belt to help lift the patient, and it's definitely safer for you and the patient. And you can also use that gait belt to kind of guide them into a chair, as you kind of saw in the video. So gait belts are great. If you don't have a gait belt at home, you can use a regular belt if the length fits for you. So there's a couple different things that you can try, but it's definitely worth looking into if you're having to transfer a patient like that a lot. Another thing that you'll notice is Gabby in the video, I don't know if you could hear, but she asked me which side was my good side. So if your loved one has a bad leg or a weak side, then you want to ask them which side that is, because you're going to want to put the chair or the wheelchair on the good side so that they can put their weight on their good foot and pivot on that foot. You don't want them to pivot on their bad foot because they're probably not going to have the strength to do that, and it can be dangerous. So put the chair or the wheelchair on the good side, and or the walker or whatever it is on the good side. And then you always want to make sure, we've talked about this in other videos, but make sure that you're keeping your back straight as you do this. You don't want to bend over too much and try to lift with your back, because over time, it might feel okay at first, but over time, trust me, you're going to start feeling it. So keep your back straight, lift with your legs, use gait belts, do everything that you can to keep yourself safe. Another thing, if you don't have a gait belt and you have to resort to, the hug and lift, make sure that you're getting close to the patient, because the closer you are to the patient and the straighter you can keep your back, the less strain you're going to have on your back, rather than if you're way out here trying to lift the patient up, that's going to put more strain on your back. So just pay attention to your body, know your own limits, recognize if you need help, and try to get help. I know it can be hard, but try to get an extra hand to help you out if you can. That's pretty much it. You can, if you have questions, more questions about how to use a walker or a cane, you can ask your doctor or your home health nurse, and they'll be able to walk you through a little bit more about how to use those in certain situations. So if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments. And if you're interested in other videos like how to care for a bedbound patient or feeding and oral care, be sure to check out those videos also.